And Tom and I were on the phone. I guess it's going back over a month now. And he says to me, listen, have you ever heard of this guy that he calls himself the MLM superhero, right? And I thought to myself, yeah, I've heard a lot of guys like that, but most of them aren't. Well, then he introduced me to Darren Little on the phone, and I realized right away that Darren, very well could be one of those real superheroes for who he is and what he knows and how he's able to coach people. A lot of people call him the millionaire maker. Darren, tell a little bit about your experience, what you've done, why you're here today, and then we'll take a next step.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks a lot for having me on the Hangout. So much about this particular industry, Larry, I call this the Friends for Life program. This is an amazing, amazing business, but it's really personal development disguised as a business. And once people get that, once people realize that this is about stepping into their power, stepping into their leader, and as they do that, they make more money. The more that they have to offer as a leader, the more money that they're going to make. So it's a very, very simple formula. So what I typically do is I really put the focus on getting people on a path of personal development, getting them to take ownership for the fact that they're creating their reality through their thoughts and their words. And once they get this basic concept, and once they know what it is that they want, they're tapped into their vision, they can basically start speaking about their vision and speak it into reality, and they focus on what does it feel like to already have it? What does it feel like in their body to already have whatever it is that they want to have? And what this process does is it gets people tapped into what I call the no fear zone. Now, when you're in the no fear zone, guess what happens? Natural networking takes place. Because you've got no thoughts, no inhibitions of it not working. You don't have this negative self-talk that is actually manifesting the friction, that's manifesting that frustration. It doesn't happen. So if people are just connecting with people in just conversation, like what's going on in your life, what's happening, what's happening with your family, what's going on at work, what have you been doing for fun lately, what are you fired up about? Those are great things to connect with a person on. And once you get that, you realize that we all really truly want the same things in life. We all want a nice house. We all want a nice car. We all want to go on nice vacations. We all want nice clothes. We all want to eat good food. We all want some sort of, spiritual connection or making a difference, contribution, giving back. We all want our health. We all want great relationships. And once people get that, it takes the focus off the business on selling anything. This isn't about selling, guys. It's really important that you get this. This is a relationship business. And relationship selling is completely different than conventional sales. And once you get that this is a relationship business, now you get to choose who you want to work with. I mean, what an amazing industry. Instead of going to a job that you just can't stand, working with people that you can't even stand being around, you literally get to pick the people that you want to work with. I mean, what an amazing concept. So I say to people, get really, really clear on what exactly it is that you want to attract. What kind of people do you want to partner with? And if you designed a piece of paper and you put at the very top of the page, my perfect business partner, and you listed all of these qualities, and you've got this amazing list of these qualities of this person, and then look at the list and say, what is it about me that needs to change in order to be that person? Because the more that you become that person, the more you start to attract that person. If you designed a piece of paper and you put at the very top of the page, my perfect business partner, and you listed all of these qualities, and you've got this amazing list of these qualities of this person, and then look at the list and say, what is it about me that needs to change in order to be that person? Because the more that you become that person, the more you start to attract that person. And that's where the leadership comes in, because leaders attract leaders. And when you're on that path of personal growth and personal development, and you're tapped into these basic principles of just knowing what you want, knowing what it is, what's your vision? What is your intention for the business? What do you want to achieve? So when I started with the Xplocial business opportunity, what I saw here is something, let's move aside the network marketing side, guys. So take network marketing out. Let's look at the value for the business world, because that's what I look at, because I build companies. So I look at the value for regular business. What can this do for a chiropractor, a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, a massage therapist, a car wash, a hotel? If you can affect that business for the minimal cost of $150 a month, and they can increase their sales by 30% or more, bingo, you got yourself a home run hit. So if you look at that of the value side, now let's get back to the opportunity side. If I can show a person how with very, just conversational marketing, how they can get their basic expenses made. Like the average North American income is around $3,000 or $4,000 a month. So if I take $3,000 or $4,000 a month and I divide that by 129 bucks, it's not a lot of people, guys. So all of a sudden, this big grandiose goal that they thought that was going to be so hard is now it's just squashed down to this little tiny little thing that all they got to do is get clear on what they want. What exactly does it feel like to already have it? Get themselves into the no fear zone. Start connecting with people. That's the difference. Connecting with people. And once you do that, you will realize this. We are not selling anything. We're changing people's lives, guys. We are changing people's lives with Xplocial.